Hello there, I'm Charlie, aka Ronan Logan X, and this is Ronan Logan X Reviews. In this video, I'm taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Masterverse Deluxe She-Ra figure. Now, to start things off, I just want to say that as far as characters go, I really love She-Ra. I've watched the entirety of the Netflix She-Ra series, as well as a great majority of the original She-Ra cartoons. So I was really looking forward to getting this figure when I saw it announced. So with that said, let's check it out. Starting with accessories, this figure comes with a fine assembly of extras, at least in my opinion, which includes her sword, her shield, an extra cape, and an extra helmeted head, as well as a pair of extra hands. Now, I will admit that I'm not exactly familiar with the vintage She-Ra action figures, so I'm not certain whether or not the extra cape and extra helmeted head are some sort of reference to another figure or something to that regard. However, I really like that cape, and the extra head is really cool. But that said, I think I prefer the classic She-Ra look, at least as far as the head goes. But all in all, it's nice to have a variety of options in terms of how you want your She-Ra to look. Moving on to articulation, she comes with a great deal of articulation. Now, I'm mostly familiar with figures like Marvel Legends and Star Wars The Black Series figures when it comes to articulation types. So comparing this She-Ra figure to those types of figures, I have to say that I'm pretty happy. I think that this is a well-articulated figure. However, I do have to point out that I had quite a bit of trouble as far as stiffness of the joints. It was so bad that I actually had to hit them up with some hot water to heat them up and loosen them up. So I don't know if that's just an issue with my particular copy of the figure, or if that's going to be a widespread issue with Masterverse figures as a whole. But I just wanted to make mention of that because that is a concern to take into consideration when picking up a figure, at least for me. But once I got her pretty much loosened up, I found her to be fairly easy to pose and capable of a good number of dynamic poses. That said, she is a little wobbly on her feet and therefore tricky to get into a dynamic pose and keep standing. But that is such a minor nitpick of a thing, so no real deal breaker there, at least for me. With all of that said, I would give this figure a high recommendation. I think this is just a really cool figure, and it feels like an updated, modernized version of the classic cartoon She-Ra. And she'll likely be at home among any of your other Masterverse figures if you collect that particular toy line. Otherwise, if you're like me, who is mostly into the Origins line of Masters of the Universe, and this is just a one-off purchase, I would still recommend it because this is just a really awesome figure and will look good among any Masters of the Universe collection. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you have found it helpful and informative in any decisions you might have regarding the purchase of this figure. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and ring that bell icon if you would like to be notified about any of my future videos. Also, if you might be interested in anything else of mine, you can find me on Instagram at RonanLoganX, where I post toy photography pictures as well as puppy pictures of my pup Ripley. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.